Hey friends, welcome back to Chris's Place. My name is Mercy Duru, and if you've not subscribed to this channel, please ensure to do so and then watch this video. So there was something that happened I think a while ago. I bought this plate rack that you put your dishes in, and there's this tray that comes with the plate rack. I placed the tray on the plate rack and placed the items on it, and had been using it that way for a while until sometime later when I went to visit my sister, and I saw she had that kind of plate rack too. But rather than placing that tray on the plate rack and placing the item, she placed hers beneath the plate rack. So quickly I was like, this is not how this is done. I believe this tray should be on. And she was like, no, that it's supposed to be beneath so that when the water drains from the items, you can easily discard. So that was when this made sense to me that I'd been using this plate rack wrongly all this while. And that was because when I got my plate rack, I did not even bother checking out for any manual or any guide. I believed I had all the intelligence needed to be able to set it up. But see where all the intelligence I had led me to, I set it up wrongly. Now this story is beyond plate racks. It's about you and I. It's about being able to effectively set up our lives as it should be. So on today's personal development video, I'm going to be sharing with us vital tips on what I call the concept of purpose. And if you stick through with this video, you're eventually going to learn how to rediscover yourself. So if I talk to 30 unhappy people, I can bet that about 25 of them are unhappy because they don't understand what's going on with their life. And this inability to be able to understand what's going on with their lives has caused a larger percentage of unhappiness in our today's world, because there's something that happens as humans. We always want to be in the know, we always want to be in charge, we always want, even if we don't know the solution, but let's first know what exactly is the cause, what is the problem. That gives us a level of power over that situation. So when we meet people who cannot even comprehend or decipher what exactly the problem is, it leaves them helpless and it leaves them very unhappy. The reason you are not excited about your life is because you're unaware of about what you're supposed to do with it. The moment you know what to do with your life, that knowledge becomes a driving force for you. It becomes a reason for you to wake up every morning excited. So this is what I call the concept of purpose. What exactly are you meant to do with your life, and how are you supposed to go about it? So when it comes to purpose, I know many persons have said a lot of things about it, but I'm just going to talk about 3 points that are very profound in this concept called purpose. And the first point I'm going to point out is how a thing is made is determined by what it is made to do. So the very material, the very form, the very features that an item has is basically fashioned towards the task that is meant to carry out. Now, the reason you are made the way you are is because of whatever you are intended to do. So whether you have an athletic body, you have an analytical mind, or whatever, you have witty words, however you were made, your physique, your intellect, your strength is because of the kind of things you are going to be engaged in. And one thing that has been prominent is that as much as genetics have a role to play in our physical makeup, your environment also has a role to play. So these are external things that also influences and affects what you eventually look like. But the end goal is that it is meant to be used to solve a particular problem. So if one car is made of this material and another car is made of another, it's simply because probably this car is meant to be a luxury car and this other one is meant to be a truck or a race car. Is going to undergo much duress than the other. So you cannot come as a car and be like, no, I like the way this other one is made. You are not going to be doing what that other car is made to do. Do we understand? So the next thing in this concept of purpose that I'm going to share with you is that items could be rightly or wrongly used. Just like my story in with the plate rack, right? I did not set up that plate rack properly because I did not know how it should be set up, and because I did not inquire to know how it should be set up. So when you have an item you buy and you've never used before, it is important that you inquire how it should be used or how it should be set up so that you use it rightly. If you do not, there is every tendency that you get to use it wrongly. And you know what using wrongly means? It means that that item has been abused. So many people spend their times doing things that they were never called to do just because they did not use that time instead to inquire on what exactly they are to do with their lives. And at the end of the day, it's just loads of unfulfillment and unhappiness. Now, thirdly, I'm going to tell you something about purpose, and that is the fact that only one person knows why a thing was made, and that is the person who made it. So we have a lot of scientists, engineers, innovators, creators that manufacture probably an electronic item, and it is that person who made it that has the end picture of how he or she wants that item to be used or the kind of activities that item should engage in. So if you purchase that item as a consumer or as a user, it is only necessary and important for you to look out for a manual guide, look out for an instruction, or visit the company's website to be able to know how to effectively set that up. Otherwise, you will just have um, a very massive technology and sitting on your table and with you not knowing what to do with it. So you will definitely encounter troubles if you do not understand what's the intent of that facility is, or whatever item it is that you purchase. So you're going to be confused about what to do with it. You're going to probably use it wrongly, and other forms of mishap. And when we bring it down to our lives as humans, it is important we know that the only person who knows exactly what we should make of our lives or what he has intended of our lives is our creator, God. So if you want to know the best use of your life, if you want to rediscover yourself, remember I always say on Coach's Place that you should live your best life. If you want to live your best life, then you need to know exactly what your life is meant to do. So God is the only person that can tell us how exactly he wanted us to live our life. And when we align to this, you begin to notice that you have a shift from unfulfillment to fulfillment, from sadness to happiness, because everything and everyone was made with an intention, and this intention is what we call purpose. My friends, this particular discussion is going to be a series because I'm going to be breaking down purpose to every nitty-gritty of your life. We talk about purpose as a whole, but how about when it comes to your family, to your career, to your relationships, to your ambitions? So stick to this video and my subsequent videos so you get clarity on how to rediscover yourself in the environment you've been positioned. Did you gain value from this video? Then you should subscribe, like, drop a comment and share with your loved ones. Until next time, when you see my premium video, make sure that you're doing everything within your power to live your best life and to grow in your career.